All right. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Teal-Rasferian, CEO, Plant Life Ambassador, and part-time Vtuber. Today, the plan was to do the usual 1 hour of an art stream, take a break for lunch, and then do a game stream. But, you know, I kind of just feel like playing Final Fantasy XIV. I completed the, 7.0 patch, the main story and all that, and I kind of, on again, off again, sort of leveling stuff, sort of just meandering, and then I kind of just stopped playing for a bit. So I kind of just want to spend, enough time on it to get back into it. Breaking my neck over here. As far as you can see that little chat test message, I was messing around with the display for the chat because it keeps not showing up on the game screen. So I changed some things, and it actually does show on it when I was testing it. So hopefully it stays like that, and I won't have to worry about it. Other things, I lead a very exciting life, aka I don't. But an annoyance that I recently have to deal with. I got a pair of work boots online Amazon, and I was really excited to get them because days when I do the forklift at day job and I have to walk around outside doing stuff there, especially in the rainy season, and it's always rainy season up here. The water kind of just pools around certain areas I have to get into, so I wanted some nice waterproof boots. I ordered my usual shoe size, and they send me boots that are +2 sizes. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? So I have to set it up to return, and there's a place that accepts Amazon returns relatively close by. It's like a little bit of a walk, but it's not terrible. But the annoying thing is, and I tweeted this, before I took my shower this morning, it was just sort of cloudy. And I think, oh, I'll take my shower, blah, 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 and then just run it over there really quick, and it'll be nice and easy. I get out of the shower, and it's pouring rain outside. So that's not happening. Thankfully, the email I got said that I've got plenty of time to do the return, so I guess it's whatever. But geez, the boots, the boots didn't come in like a shoebox inside of the Amazon box. They came up like plastic wrapped, sort of. And the sticker on the plastic wrap said, oh, men's the size that I need, and then women's size, 2 sizes higher. And then you look at the little label on the boots themselves, and they say that 2 size number. They don't say my actual size. And I have to wonder if they repackaged the boots because they also got returned or something, and they just had to cycle them back in. But yeah, enough of my troubles. Let's jump over to the game screen. Desktop audio on, click on. I have the little black box over the chat screen, or the chat box in game, just in case weird stuff happens. Hopefully desktop audio level is good for this. Conveniently, I was in Gridania to get the new stuff from Donathus. What's accessories? Others. You scratch my hand. Oh, did I? I never got these. Flower bed maintenance. This is the new one. I never got these. Cascadier. Those. These. These things inquire within. Oh. 2 more Orchestrian rolls. Or Chestrion. I've never bothered to like actually look at how that's pronounced. I just say Orchestrion. Flower bed maintenance. An illustrated manual on how to bring back neglected flowers from the brink of dry demise, used to learn the water remote. And now we can make everyone wet. That, and then this Moogle over here has the patch 7.1 free Fantasia. I have to... So it's been a while since I last touched this game. I must have been in the middle of cleaning my inventory. And I don't really mess with my adventure plate that much. Defending. Goggles, and then water. Also, my current job equipped is Black Mage. I was leveling battle classes as I go. I figured I already had Pictomancer and Summoner maxed, so I figured I'd try to do Black Mage and Red Mage as well. But yeah, I didn't do all of the class quests for Dawn Trail, but I got like a maxed out job for each of them so I could do them. What's this? You're able to see me? That's amazing, Kupo. That we should thus meet can surely be no coincidence, and so to mark this fateful occasion, I shall make you a gift of a magical potion. Fantasia, it's called, and legend holds that it allows you to alter your appearance. May it serve you well, Kupo. That's it? They just give you a Fantasia? Was it this for the Chocobo? Yeah, here we are. I have to remember key combos. I did the Halloween event, so I got the Night of Delvery stuff, but I haven't, like, made a glamour out of it yet. That's, like, I logged in to do, like, the Halloween event, and that was pretty much the last time I logged in. Why is my VTube Studio like this? What? It took a screenshot? Hold on. Did it do that because I hit key combinations? Okay, I'm gonna set us to BRB and I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, I got rid of my keybind that takes screenshots on VTube Studio. I honestly don't use it that much, really. Okay. So those are handled. I want to do the main story quest, of course, but just to have it unlocked immediately because is time, like a weekly reset, I want to see about... Oh, wait. The first place I need to teleport to is my house, so it doesn't get demolished. Because I haven't logged in for a while. I want to unlock the Pelu Pelu tribal quest. Does it really take this long just to teleport? Okay. One of these days when I care, because I've mentioned like 3 different times I've not been playing FF14 a lot lately. One of these days I need to knuckle down and like actually do something new with my house as far as furnishing. Why does it take me so long to just get in? Is this just this many people playing? The queue to get in was not that bad. But like there's been so many new pieces of furniture that they've made since I last like renovated anything. Let's prepare everything while I'm here. How much? It's 35 as the max for each thing, but 50 for rings wide. I have so much crap. I have so many shoes. Why do I have so many shoes? Okay, you can go away. You can definitely go away. Why are you in here? That's a neat. Why are you here? Tickle the hand, I can get rid of you. Let's get rid of some hats. Who's still this has to be my blue mage one. We don't need you. Inventory. What's the highest for crafting materia? Is it that low? I don't have any crafting materia on me. I know battle materia is like in X or XII. But is crafting and gathering materia just that low? This is old. Weapons, I have space. Vanguard Gunblade. Sure is rad. I set that, so this is this. As exciting as this is, Okay, housing timer reset. Let's see how much of what I took out I can actually turn in for seals. I know there's going to be a bunch there that I can't, so they're just going to get thrown out. It's so annoying when you can't sell or turn in certain like gears just because they're quote-unquote special when they easily get outclassed. It's raining in-game as much as it's raining outside my house right now. That's so wonderful. Okay. See, I'm almost capped. I have to start long. Material? Yeah. They need to make a 5.01 for these boxes. Like, they put those both at the same time. We're in 7.1 now. You can't give us another thing. Yeah, everything... I got everything to 90, I think. So... this is pointless. This won't mean anything. These two... I think I recently got these as drops. So it's actually... earring space. There's earring space. Place an armory chest. Place an armory chest. Yeah. They will be useful eventually. I do not need anything here. Number pad 0, my beloved. Cool. And these, yeah, like these, we can't turn in for anything because they're quote-unquote special. Even though they're just not good. The piety robe. Extract materia. That's the new white mage thing. I don't need it. And I can just get a new one for free. Ashar Rod. Mirage Bottom. Yeah. I remember getting rid of that. Let's open these up just cuz. Oh, Capybara Pup already have. Loves bath time. And you. Otter. Oh, I already have you. Yeah, I pretty much... I'm sure there's a couple mounts that are included in the box that I don't have, but I pretty much have all of the minions that have ever been in it. So let's teleport to Teal-Rasferian. I don't know where to go to start any of the quests. So if it doesn't start here, it starts in Wachu Meki Meki? Was that the place where they live? If the quest for Pelu tribes don't start here, it's going to be in there. It's certainly not going to be anywhere in Eorzea. Okay. Abagu Messenger. An otherworldly encounter. That's probably the Alliance. Intrepid New Enterprise, that has to be that. Wandering Minstrel, that's for Speen EX. Spoilers or whatever. You're for the Alliance raid, and I want to do that as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do it on stream, because I think I'll probably focus on doing the main story quest, and I'm pretty sure the dungeons associated with it. Oho Kali. It's Oho Kali. Oho Kali. Blue-garbed Pelu appears to be lost in thought. It's blue-garbed because it needs to be special. Maybe meeting with him won't be so easy after all. Mablu said he'd be around here somewhere, though. Oh, you're a friend of Mablu. Am I who you're looking for? Whoa! Olive, the adventurer? Yes. The mighty warrior who traveled the length and breadth of Tyrell, taking in its myriad sights, sounds, and smells, even those within the otherworldly dome. The savvy haggler who helped the third promise acquire a saddle worth 10 pel in the thousands column, despite starting with a mere 100. Money is going on in your head. My inner abacus is clacking away. You're the missing piece that I've been looking for. The missing piece of my brand new enterprise, that is. Ahem. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I'm just so happy to finally meet you. I am Liplu, a merchant. Until recently, my business was bedclothes, all woven from the finest alpaca wool. My dear friend Mablu told me all about you. I hear you gave her the nudge she needed to embark upon her journey as a peddler. I can't begin to thank you enough. But I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today, Olive. How would you like to become a special advisor for a trailblazing tourism venture? I call it the Turali Travel Agency. From pajamas to tourism? Of course, you'll be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets, not to mention a wealth of exciting experiences. You don't have to answer right away, but if any of this has roused your interest, please come and visit me at Okehanu. We can go over the finer details there. I'll be waiting for you, along with the rest of my associates. If he's doing a tourism thing, it would either have to be targeted towards people from across the ocean, or or people from Alexandria. Cosma Uka. I wonder if this is where it's going to be based. Demi-Ozma, my beloved. Destination. Yeah, we wait for a loading screen, now we have to wait more. Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming. Right, here goes. Oho Kali, welcome to Cosma Uka. Oho Kali. Dun. Wah. You've mastered the Hanu Hanu greeting, but I wouldn't expect anything less for someone so well-traveled. Allow me to introduce myself again. I am Liplu, the founder of the Turali Travel Agency. With me are my brother Yupli and my Hanu Hanu associates. They don't deserve names. We'll be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the ascension ceremony, weren't you? Indeed I was. Wuklamat. Because it's been so long. We needed to think about it. Dawn's servant Wuklamat spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better, of how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smiles on our faces. Well, those words certainly left their mark. The capital's residents are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. Okay, so it's not just for outsiders, it's for people from the different areas to travel amongst themselves, too. You see it, don't you? An unmistakable business opportunity. Well, that's precisely where the travel agency comes in. We'll answer that burgeoning demand. Our goal is to help revitalize this community as it attempts to rebuild after the Great Storm. Promoting Cosma Uka as a tourist destination will provide a much-needed source of income for the region, and with it, all the benefits that follow. Okay, good. So this is like a rebuilt, not like Ishgard restoration, but like a smaller scale. Of course, we wouldn't be having this conversation had we not consulted the Hanu beforehand. After much discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside a tract of land by Doc Poga for development. And would you believe it, the villagers are flocking to join our staff. As Liplu said, the people are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, and we Hanu are eager to share our culture with them as well. Much as when you helped us to revive Ihihana, we hope to welcome many outsiders into our home that we may know one another better and enjoy each other's company. And what better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative? Of course, tourism is an industry new to Tural. This is unfamiliar territory in many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assuage those concerns than someone who's roamed far and wide and met with countless Turali from all over the continent? Oh, they do have names. Zenuhanu, Zelihali, and Genuhanu. You handle manager stuff. The core of our business is providing accommodations and guiding tours for the local area. As we speak, Wook Evu is putting his shipwright skills to use, heading up construction for our base of operations by Doc Poga. Sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs and everything in between, we're working hand in glove with the good people of Okehanu to make sure this venture benefits everyone involved. Still, there are a few things I'm worried about. Oh, I have to click off on something. There we go. There. The guided tours, for example. Visitors will journey here after making a reservation at our office in Tuliolal, and we'll have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we can't expect our customers to handle themselves like you can. And that leads us neatly back into my proposition. So how about it? Can we count on your help as a special advisor while the agency finds its feet? Once propositioned, who am I to refuse? Consider yourselves advised, especially. Yay. I knew we could count on you. Wonderful. Although I am loath to put you to work straight away, I would seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours based on our knowledge of our homeland, but we'd benefit greatly from the input of a worldly traveler like yourself. Honest opinions only. Liplu, perhaps you could accompany Olive and appraise the tours as well. I'll stay behind and oversee construction with Wook Efu. Fine idea. Guides, please wait in your respective tour locations. I will take Olive to each of you in turn. Yay. When you're ready, just say the word. I'm as keen as the Hanu are to hear your thoughts. So we probably have to have him follow us. They've planned 3 unique tours. Speak them one at a time. Genu Hanu in the Fields of Gold, which is to showcase local industry with focus on the village and reed fields. No, he doesn't follow us. We just fly over there. That's far more. Something enchanting about the sight of all these reeds swaying in the wind, especially at night when you can see the fireflies dancing around them. I'm glad you're here. I almost couldn't bear to wait. Right, let me explain the concept for the tour. First and foremost, I see this as a chance for our customers to understand the Hanu, and where better to learn than right here among our reed fields. After all, reeds are at the very heart of our culture. Just cast your gaze across these lush fields and you'll get a sense of what defines us. But that's enough about my thoughts. What do you think? I should like to believe this is a place those not of Lahanu can also appreciate, but... perhaps reeds shouldn't be the sole focus. The tour should absolutely involve the reeds, but as Olive suggests, I think visitors will want to learn about other aspects of Hanu culture too. Perhaps giving them a tour of local settlements will serve as a worthy introduction to your traditions. Yes, I think the plan is coming along nicely. To summarize, if we begin by guiding the guests around the village, they'll see how reeds are so tightly interwoven with the culture. They'll appreciate the precious resource growing in your paddies all the more. So excited about showing the visitors our fields. I have considered they want to learn about normal everyday lives too. I appreciate the suggestion. Consider also having a range of handicrafts on offer that visitors might purchase if so inclined. A mix of practical household items and more trinkets. Right, let's head Breath Between next. Sally Holly, a walking tour of the river. If they're walking along the river, they have to be careful of beasts and such. I also have to get used to how I changed to legacy controls a while back, and then haven't been playing, so my mind goes back to the old scheme. Waters here are dazzlingly clear, don't you think, and filled with bounty of fish besides. Of course, the current is awfully strong as well. You have to make sure no one falls in. I completely lost track of time. My attention was whisked away by the endless waters of Kuzurage. If you didn't already know, that means big tongue in our language. If you aren't careful, you might find yourself slurped up and taken off by the current. Insights into the language like that would prove a hit with visitors. I'm glad you think so, but I'm still a little unsure of my plan. The idea is to guide guests along the river, explaining the language and local history as I go. But is that really enough entertainment? you're well prepared for any water-related mishaps. Rest assured that guides and villagers will be on hand to respond. The Hanuhano are rather buoyant. Give her control of the wind. We'll very quick to intervene should any instance occur. Appreciate the advice. Whatever form the tour takes, I want to make sure our guests are completely satisfied. Confer with Lipfu as I hammer out the details. Time we see Zenuhanu. A magical spelunky tour. Visitors can marvel at the natural beauty of the world beneath our feet. To Cave Kikitola. Soft green light reflecting off the rocks, the cool crisp air, and the tingling of the flowing water, and the presence of the divine. I was starting to feel lonesome waiting for you to arrive. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Cave Kikitola is the source of many minerals and medicinal ingredients. For generations, it's been held as a sacred site of healing. I'm sure visitors will be enamored with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the village is long and arduous, and the interior is rather dark. I fear it may not be a suitable reward for the challenge of simply getting there. I'm more concerned about all the fiends nearby. You might be right. Compared to the other plans, at least, the fiend threat is certainly an issue. I should have given that more consideration. Well, we could reserve this course for particularly seasoned customers. So long as they are accompanied by guides capable of dealing with any unfortunate encounters, we should be able to mitigate the risk. Besides, the cave is truly stunning, not to mention rich in resources. I think the experience would be educational. Detailed plan, plenty of safeguards in place, I foresee a lot of demand for such a tour. The two of you are full of fine ideas. I'm starting to get excited. Give me a little longer and I'll have my plan ready. We've heard all of the proposals. I'm sure you're tired about that traipsing around. Let's get back to the village. I guess the most annoying part about Legacy movement is the flight. I can't just look one way and keep going that way. I have to actively guide it. Oh, down over here. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time, but you helped address the guide's worries and brought some excellent suggestions. A question I've been pondering came to mind. What exactly is it that we're selling with the agency? It's not as simple as peddling produce or providing a service. If we're unsure, we'll have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer. But hearing those proposals made it crystal clear. We're in the business of ephemeral experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment of a visitor's stay and ensure they leave with wonderful memories that last a lifetime. That way, our customers will be sure to fall in love with Cosmovica and its people. Money. I can practically hear my inner abacus clacking away. Provided we hold fast to our principles and remember that we're here to serve our customers above all else, I'm confident they'll have no qualms about parting with their hard-earned pell. The agency will be synonymous with experiences both exceptional and unforgettable. I'll have to drive that message home when I promote our enterprise in the capital. There's making sure the benefits outweigh the burdens for the hobby. But before all that, how about we take a look at our soon-to-be-built base of operations near Dokoka? They've probably made progress already. I'm going to turn my room's heat down. I didn't hit my microphone. So Doc Poga... Oh! It gets its own aetheryte. That's convenient. Aetheryte. Aether. Right. Aetherite. The closed captions don't know what to do with it. I still think it's a really good thing to be able to have captions like this. Very distant. Well, if everyone else was fighting it, I'd fight it too. But no one is. And I'm rusty at Black Mage. Apparently they're ready to start construction. The blueprints have been finalized and materials are in hand. Once work is finished, the countdown really begins. Here's hoping for satisfied customers. More importantly, happiness for all involved. It's wonderful to have you on board. Let's work together and make this a success. Let's start using this to farm EXP. Oh, there's Wukavu. Why does it think Wukavu is food cafe? What do you say we get this thing built? Aw, it's cute. It's got a little alpaca on it. Wait, was that Final Fantasy X writing? Yeah, it kind of looks like the Al-Bhed shops in Final Fantasy X. Construction work on the travel agency complete. Liplu and her associates have their eyes set on establishing Cosmo Uka as a top tourist destination. It's kind of hard to tell if the Pelu have genders, but now we know that Liplu is apparently a she. A host of challenges remain before their goals can be realized. As special advisor, it is our duty to offer support and guidance. And I'm sure as we rank them up, they'll build more stuff here. Society quests unlocked. Reputation has increased to friendly. Talk to Ubli. Purchase wares from Pavli. They've earned Ohokali. Pelu proponent. And slap our hand on the aetheryte. Welcome. Quickly and Liplu. Okay, this is like their manager office. Hellplume. You can only get materia at the moment, but more stuff always gets added as you rank up. Chains of Promathia. Isn't that a Final Fantasy XI expansion? I know the raid is Final Fantasy XI based. Stockful memories. Concerned about the stock of souvenirs. The agency is planning to add souvenirs and mementos to our store shelves. We'll take a small operating fee, of course, bulk of profits funneled back to the artisans. Wares and questions will be items the Hanu craft on a daily basis. they'd be good keepsakes and negotiated a deal to sell them directly. Expecting a new batch. Would you mind visiting one of the artisans and picking it up? Ferocious foliage, fearful tourists. So kill stuff. It's heartening to see Dock Poca so vibrant and bustling, but the increased traffic has drawn some visitors. An infestation of ooouts. Protect our customers from the roving seakin. We need to thin their numbers. Sightings have been reported in the Stride of the Sun. Deal with them. Community outreach. We want to hear how the Hanu really feel about the tourism venture. Concerned if the locals are coping with the change. The first homegrown tourist enterprise. Some have their misgivings. Inquire on my behalf. There's a priest you want to talk to. Okay. Locals' opinions. That must be. Hello there. How can I be of assistance? Initially outlined your plans, it seemed like a wonderful experiment. Excitement comes with a degree of anxiety. What kind of visitors can we expect? How will the community weather the change? Such are our concerns. And that's it. Quest complete. That's getting the next thing. Yeah, pretty much no one's doing the phase. Oh, these are what routes are. Okay. I have no idea how well my Black Mage battle skills will be, but... I know they changed how the way thunder works between expansions. Now you can only use it when you change elements. Cool. But I know they with this patch they made it so Ley Lines has 2 charges. Character. I'm gonna change back standard type character based. Just because I've been viewing it for years and I didn't spend much time getting used to it again. I'll probably try experimenting with it in the future. Artisan, give me your stuff. And I assume you've come to collect the souvenirs. I want to impress the agency's customers, so I've been working doubly hard. Hurry the shipment back. And teleport. I don't know why, but my back is really acting up today. It's still raining outside. Maybe it's just the cold weather. I'm such an old man. Almost 30. A few more months, really. You have the new batch of souvenirs. Souvenir sack. The sack bulges. Okay. Excellent, thank you very much. The sack was filled with shawls made from the same breathable fabric worn by the Hanu. Very fashionable. She'll soon sell out as well. Thank you for dealing with Seakin. Just taking deliberate extract known to ward off outs. Spread the repellent. Yeah, fight them again if they show up. What do you get from the priest? Concerns about the type of travelers you might visit. Glad to let you know we thoroughly screen customers as part of our booking process. Make sure they can be thankful they supported us. Did it not... Didn't it used to be that you could do the first set and then you would immediately go up a rank? Oh well, it just means... I have to keep doing them. Okay, but that's Pelu started. So let's actually not glamour plates. Recommended gear, nothing new, of course. Set list. What? Wasn't there... Oh, I set this portraits. I heard that apparently there's been a change to how they load in. But Royal Invitation. Trio ball. Gonna have to get more water soon. You know, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set us to BRB and just refill my water really quick. Okay, I'm back. How do my earbuds get tangled when I leave? Okay. small invitation. It's a pleasure as always, Olive. Have you been able to relax lately? I've been able to not play. Wonderful. As busy as you have been with the Rite of Succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Teal at more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at the restaurant is one way to do so. Brooke Evu will look after you. Let's go over here. I never do EX stuff. I'll unlock it, but then I'd never do anything with it. Isn't Olive alone today, are you? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, they're on the house. Consider a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. Oh, I guess he says that if I've been working on the class quests. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Empty seat. I'm sure some kind of nonsense is gonna happen. We never get to eat the tacos. I have this mask on. You still love tacos, I hope. Heh, you ate so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Oh, he must... Is it a father and a son, and the son got trapped in the dome, and then 30 years passed? Right, sorry. Sar, it's still strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy, clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasulani, and now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electro. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless, a culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, gods, I'd never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... I say you son for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. So people have to adjust. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Teal. Hello, Wooklamot. Val Wooklamot. To aid folk like yourself, we have established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go and find you, Olive. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite myself. The tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? Exploring Teal with my trusty alpaca, catching up on sleep. Helping around Watu Meki, cover some stolen knives. I've been making a name for myself at the Arcadian. I've been catching up on sleep. Given everything we've been through, I don't blame you, but once you've had your fill, I'm sure you'll be itching to get back into the thick of things. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with the duties at the palace, but whenever I had a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kwana to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now. As I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kwana and I have something we want to discuss with you. As Dawn servants, do you have time to come to the palace? Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us when you're finished. Time to use the inconveniently placed Aethernet shards. Oh yeah, I think they made it so holy it casts a lot faster. Glare as well, perhaps. I haven't read all of the patch notes myself. I've just seen little bits on social media. Hey, what Kawana's gone somewhere. Valkwana stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you before long. Wonder what he's seeing too. Oh. My friends. How did they open that giant-ass door? I know all the doors open automatically, but still. Oh, you're all here too? Oh, she didn't call for him? Oh, Kawana asked. Alfino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. Asked us to share our nards of Hainish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening our alliance. We're of course happy to oblige him. Crown and I were likewise summoned, although otherwise we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tural. Stola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kawana's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. Makes sense. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. Oh no, we have to spend time with our friend and ally. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. Oh, Kawana's in. The throne's still cut in pieces from the battle. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Goluzha and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yassulani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the queen be thus honored. I'll leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Stares. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Goluzha, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wished to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. I think I should go too. I think I'll put this mask away after this cutscene. Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. But that's not a burden you bear alone. Here's my idea. As Val, I'll attend the funeral as a representative to y'all. Meanwhile, you can go into personal capacity and watch over the people as they mourn. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people and to others, so let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Goluzha in the back room. Is Kawana gonna say something to us? Crossroads. That's ominous. Changes that. Okay, so that's what it does. Whenever you change pieces of your gear. Though I too would ideally attend the funeral given the circumstances, I think it's best that Lamati represents us. Besides, I need to be on hand to oversee the city's repairs, which is taking longer than expected. When that work is complete, we will finally look into installing new thrones. But to have Father's throne here still, it makes me feel he is close by. I'm quite happy for it to remain for a while. We probably can't sit in it. To Alexandria, Solution 9. Did they change tombstones? No. Tombstones are still the ones that we've had. It's just teleport to Neonstein. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Hey, Tassos. Gululjon Shale. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course. I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I brought you gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamati, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, what you say? Get juice. I guess I'll take Aqua Plaza because I already have some, so it doesn't eat up inventory space. Or propose the funeral the royal administration took on the brunt of the planning. One of their number can better explain what the ceremony will entail. For the people to take it on themselves to organize and hold the funeral. It speaks of their enduring love for Steen. No, sorry. From a group that plotted to undermine a tyrant king from the shadows to one that aids their fellow citizens in the open. We've come a long way. It's a relief to see that Gululshaw is doing well. Been through too much. Although I've been in the back room before, there was no time to see the sights. I should like to take a closer look at the equipment. Papa always said he didn't want a somber funeral, so we celebrated his life together with our victory. I like to think he was watching us from the world beyond. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with, Gossan. He was apparently Steen's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Praxis Park is the government building. Will strengthen the relations. They wish to put the tragic past behind them. Makes sense that Sphene had AIDS. He walked among the people. Souls are still being issued. Supply must be limited now that they're no longer being harvested. And faces in the queue tell the tale. Judging from all the activity, I presume the funeral will be held here. All correspondence was being handled by the Ring of Reflection, so this is my first time speaking to him. He is Gossen. So they're not harvesting people's souls anymore. Why, I'm Val Wicklamat of Tuliolal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sfien's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gossen, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administrating affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral. Rest assured, they are not a requirement. We are aware your people do not use them. People in the Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Regulator, no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sfien. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. I'm sure these new regulators are going to be a plot point. Proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. I wonder how much the citizens know of the whole story. Everyone wearing the same exact outfits. We're off to the side.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sfien brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
They're really feeling it. Oh, they put flowers on the aetheryte.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
That's a tough way of thinking.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolol. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit.
As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Gulocha?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad.
Gululja never wore a regulator, I don't think.
But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Well, you don't want to turn out like him, so you have to remember him.
Gulocha.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
And a close-up on the regulators. Suspicious. Place to continue conversation. Leaving Alexandria won't solve their problems. Shouldn't have brought that up. Seeing child remind me of myself how hard it was for me to accept grandfather is gone. Sadness is what gave me the strength to come this far. Hope the altar can provide comfort for those who need it. Oh, we're out by the mall, I think. Hey, Gululja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? What? Oh, why is my phone doing some stupid AI junk? Okay, oh, maybe it thinks the kid's name is Google, and so it thinks that needs to do the voice recognition thing. Do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Do you want to know your mother? I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again. And if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. Alexandria mourns. Here, have 500 yen. You're sad, have money. If no records remain of the mother, where do we begin the search? Google his desire. For the longest time, I found my own father's actions inexplicable. I can very much relate to his feelings. I have to be careful how I say his name. If this is what he wants, then we'll help him however I can. We're family. Might learn more about my father, too. I hadn't thought about that. Oh, that's the little image of the new dungeon, I think. Search of the past. Assuming neither memories nor records of the mother remain, we must cast the net as wide as possible. Split into groups. Make inquiries outside and the outskirts. The rest of us will do in Solution 9. I'd like to at least be able to do the dungeon in this stream. Fresh-faced Tonwata. You're looking for a Mamulsha woman. Oh, his mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zorolja, and then only what my father told me. Before the dome cut us off from the outside world, Teal-Rasferian had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zorolja assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Battle with the Vtuber. Chatty Shatona. A Mamulsha woman. Their people have never been a common sight around here. Last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tulial after the mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. Mamulsha woman. Obviously, she had to be inside the dome, because Gululja been stuck here. Okay, good. That didn't trigger my phone. Oh, middle-aged Tonwata. Sorry, I've never heard of a Mamulsha woman living in this parts, much less one connected to Zorolja. You might have better luck talking to people over at a Tonwatan settlement to the north of Everkeep, in a place called Yuewata. The resilient sons won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. Kenny Loco was their chief's name. Report your findings to Shale in the back room. Actually, did the update add any new tombstone gear? It didn't add new tombstones, but I'm curious. Come on, vendors, load. Okay, load the one I need. There we go. Disciple of Magic. Oh, Quetzalcoatl. That's just the current limited tome. And that was added a while back. Okay. I wonder what the eye level for the new dungeon gear is. Because I'm currently using 700. And, oh, yeah, that's a cane. Zerolja rarely made public appearances, so people had no idea how he spent most of his time. Therein lies the key. And that's indeed, even with the teleporters, we could cover but a small portion of it. Couldn't find anything useful. Never heard of Zerolja. Only T didn't have much luck. Anything directly related to Mother? Some information on Zerolja. Told Shale about the search. Zerolja has told me all. We previously tried to track down records of Mother, but came up empty-handed. Hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Wow, jeez. That. Blah, blah, blah. Spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings, see what conclusions we might draw. Zerolja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasulani, among whom was a female Menwolja. His mission was to rid the region of a Tural Vidral, and I believe it's safe to say that that was the crisis in Ueyawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zerolja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. And if this Menwolja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see. But what could Zerolja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zerolja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenics. Approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that's all we could learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, there it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Ueyawata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's like the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So, we'll be investigating the secret facility. And this time, I want you to come along, Galulasha. Bring the child along to the danger zone. Uewata's on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the Drift Downs. Alright, thank you, Shale. Okay. Does it just plop us over there? No. Okay, I'm going to take a quick BRB for a bathroom break, and then we'll probably just immediately unlock the dungeon. So yeah, BRB. Okay, I am back, and I have to adjust my chair. Click back in. Go. Skirts. All the way up here. Here we are. Researcher we spoke with remembered that he had colleagues he couldn't recall details about specific individuals. Not their names or what they were like, so they're probably dead. Someone would have noticed if Zoraljo traveled from the Drift Downs. Probably used a flying vehicle. We've seen how much has changed for the part of Yasunani that's on this side of the dome, and wonder what it's like on the other. Settlement in the outskirts, that was originally Tonwatan as well, right? Wonder if Uewata is similar. Weapons developed in secret with the aid of Toad followers. Nothing good will have come from this. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it will be too different from here. The lake can encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. Yawata Field Station. Let's form a party and enter. Wilklama is intrepid and Graha is all-rounder. Yeah. Party register for duty. I don't usually do dungeons with the NPCs, so this will be interesting. Loading. And I won't be with other people, so let's get rid of the black square for now. I'm gonna have to fight you. They're all lightning hypercharged. As opposed to like normal things. My father must have come here for a reason. The lightning hasn't let up here either. Even the creatures here are electrified. There are beasts here too? Go back to show ones. Music is very, like, I don't know, gothic, scary vibes. Somber. I guess it'll still stay just back there. If you could grab all of them.
Take that!
going into this completely wrong. Forced access. Thunderball. Really trial.
Hold still. Hold still.
Hold still, they're not going anywhere. Alize, why are you just standing there? Really? Again? Oh, here's the facility. Lindblom Zaglum. Guess we stepped into its territory. We have no choice but to press on. That's fun. It's like the one from Final Fantasy IX in the hunt. Crystal Quarry. Similarly white charge. Damage kill is... No, that's probably gone. Using the rocks of feedback. That's easy enough to beat. Paper toss. Must be throwing it over there. Interesting setup. It'll explode if it gets full charged. There's, yes, River Coffer, just materia. Maybe it's because we're in an NPC. Facility is still here. What research that they do here? The Canilaca corpus. Research now. It seems a bit dirty. While His Majesty Sorolja is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast's soul into a person's body, safety and ethical concerns have ensured no earnest attempts have been made to date. Yet our king believes that there is no greater evil than to hinder the potential of man, and so he has ordered us to make this conception a reality. He would bolster our military might and break through into the outside world. If our research will further this ambition, then perhaps it is worth pursuing. No, it the frick ain't. What are those? Blood for the blood. Our bodies are fragile vessels. Although the infusion of another person's soul confers strength and vitality, the soul of a beast yields mixed results. Even when stripped of memories, a feral soul can induce psychological instability in the subject. I suspect this is because primal instincts remain, and while a certain amount of bestial ferocity is expected, and I dare say welcomed, too many such souls can lead to physical mutations. For now, our objective shall be to determine the threshold beyond which a body is at risk of uncontrolled mutation. Stuff is splattered and there's cages. And pods of people? How dreadful. These are people, right? Hello, Genova. And there's bodies. Rotten researcher. Are they just zombies? they're like all bloody and stuff too. I don't like how the kid is so close to this. What happened here? Cages or security clearance doors? Treasure coffer. Amulet of casting. That's a bracelet. Yeah. 705. I'm on 700, so it's slightly better than the giant horse. Presumably some of these were the researchers. Why were they affected? What if we just didn't? What if we just didn't go down there? The rate of transfiguration may be dictated by the potential of the soul consumed. We've experimented with beings of great power, but mutations were observed after the infusion of merely a single soul. No better was this phenomenon illustrated than with poor Atticus. His body was altered irreparably, and he lost all capacity for rational thought. While the primary objective of this research was to utilize the soul of a Teal, I struggle to see a path forward. An alternative approach must be considered. Zorolja must have been trying to look into infusing himself with that soul. No, we can go inside these cells. Or experimentation rooms. Gross. Pokemon. Specters.
You underestimate me!
They've been focusing on their course. Assuming Atticus is the same boss. Chests inside these. Oh, ominous. If the source of our favors thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain feral souls, what if we were to reverse the process by purging a beast of its memories and infusing it with a man's soul, one still possessed of its own memories? We stand to gain absolute control over a vessel of great power. My subordinate who first proposed this brilliant hypothesis shall have the honor of being the first to transcend our meager limits. I must prepare his soul for extraction at once. Did he consent to this? Aiming. That's just an altered... That's just an altered Void Noble model. Overseer Kenner Lokia. Wasn't this called Kenny Lokia? There's something unsettling about the ether here. There's pods that don't have people. Soul Center, right. Do you surrender your souls to humans of Elisha? No. Don't think we shall. Dark Souls. Truly, this is the Dark Souls of Final Fantasy. Come forth, my dear souls, free spirits. Strange enemies. So many, what now? This is that precious samples escape. It's very darkness aspected. Dark too. Lost hope. Discard the flesh, extract the soul. Is it gonna... figuring it out. Necrohazard, we don't get hit at all. Good spirits again. Really, Cryo? Atticus is the final. Or that we could tame the beast, but the seal is already... The seal? The beast? What was he talking about? Boots offending. Can you lock a corpus? Is that a storm? Gods, what is that? There's a light in the center of it. Is this Earth aspected? Or are we still a lightning man? Sprightly stone. Stone Sans Brigand.
You underestimate me!
Greatly low-key. Phoabad. It really annoys me how Glare 4 is locked behind having to use the speed up. They couldn't have just had it be a separate thing to use whenever. What if we have to heal fast? This is secret, it seems.
Now I'll show you.
Something's wrong. How much is that? How is that roar? Did it come from inside the storm? Is there a way to stop it? It definitely seems like this is more Earth aspect than Alexandra's usual nightmare. Focusing on that one. Sprightly stones. Plural.
You underestimate me! You underestimate me!
Last boss open. It's a wolf bunny. Vidral. Looney Piatti. So this is the Vidral they suppressed? electrostatic dust weather. Where this way? We slide down. This thing been sealed away all this time. We're all the draw right down. I'm gonna slay it before it breaks free. Oh. Made a big crater. The dust. Raging Claw. Get behind it. Yeah. Stay behind it for 8 more. Yep. Firing low. Okay. So they grapple. Alize, help me out here. They're like sandworms. So explosions. How is it still standing? Okay. Okay. Spread out.
Hold still.
Oh, and I won't be able to save you. Grab it or not, it knows what it's doing. Raging Claw, get on this other side. This is so awkward for placing this thing. Sonic Owl.
No holding back.
Owl again. Slapper for the tank. But the body remains. Yeah. Driver coffer. Gaskins of maiming and the music. Huh. Boots of vending, gaskins of maiming. Turn to roll. Easy. That was too close. Still breathing, if only faintly. It's still breathing, Kryl says. There's a big impact over there. Yeah, it's still moving. This is concerning. So what, do we stab it in the brain or something?
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Teal-Rasferian explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Echo vision.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Teal-Rasferian.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Volunteers.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
The Mamulja woman.
So, you've given him permission?
Teal-Rasferian, you will assist Kaniloka.
Teal-Rasferian.
As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments.
She was
You
a
will
healer.
also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me.
She doesn't like it.
You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power, but with no one to rely upon. We must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
No.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Teal-Rasferian. that I believed would forever be beyond me, that it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours.
Does she have feelings for him, or...?
That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
That'd be really funny if it ended up meaning he sees no value in himself. Oh.
Are you alright?
Blah, 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 blah.
Teal-Rasferian. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubico women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teal-Rasferian there.
That's where we're going next, then.
The observatory is probably the upper part of it. Now the dangers behind us started sinking in just how unsettling this place is. Hard to believe it used to be a village. That you should be able to peer into the Teal-Rasferian's past. I wonder what that implies for the beast's consciousness while it was sealed away. Seems that Kenny Loco was in charge here. From your accounting, he was quite dedicated to his role. The villagers were likely monitoring the imprisoned Vidral. At some point, they may have been involved in the research of souls. Teal-Rasferian, I wonder what her story is. I wish I could see in the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliyola and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Excuse me. Among the abandoned. While we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it remain might afford us greater insight to what came of it. Let's look around. What happened to the people here? Did they all leave, or did we already leave them? I think that people actually volunteered their souls for these experiments. Success was far from guaranteed. Even in the best case, they would cease to be men. Was their devotion to the zoology so absolute? Lift can be seen behind the gate. There's a verification key. Let's talk to Raha. Wonder what Beck Look would make of their research into transferring souls. Back on the first. There's these two. The researchers likely moved between the upper and lower levels. Key amongst their belongings. Makes me angry to think about what they did here. Open cabinet, a journal. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good, yes. I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. I must eat. Am eater must eat. You find nothing that resembles a key. You're still able to keep a journal and allowed to. It's sparkling, so that means we have to be able to look into it. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged. Outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to use in emergencies. Find a key. Liquid. Seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. Observatory. So this is the place. There's warning screens. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Valley Garmanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely. For our blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about the mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Teal-Rasferian. Ah, it brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Teal-Rasferian, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. That sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it'll take considerable time to go through it all. Then, let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. there, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. I wonder if this stuff is going to be related to the Arcadian quests. The brother returned to Uata for the Vidral. He wanted its power no matter the cost. If we can find... Kilu Wasa is really good at drying the hover cargo. I wonder if I can learn how to drive it too. I admit the Vidral gave me a fright at first, and I remember we felt a mighty valley garment. I'll not forget our visit to that facility. It was a troubling reminder of the depravity that can rise from the belief that souls are simply a resource. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first, let's deliver the data to Shale. Let's see where this leads. And then I'd like to find a stopping point, because I'm getting hungry. Not raining as much as it was earlier, but it's still rainy. Found information on Mom, you're amazing. Studying present Steam was. Trouble keeping up. I probably need the device, and we did. People are still listless like before. It may behoove us to learn how to use the various devices. Better late than never. The data will be in good hands. Welcome back. We already got the storage device. Looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. Okay, so we'll take around the city, check on the people. Don't know if there's anything to do, but we'll see. Let you know as soon as I finish the work. See you again soon. Geode. Guidance of the Hetso. I always say isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. Good reason too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who have grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuyolal. My brother's doing all he can to see the Yaktural Railroad restored to operation, so the people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kwana seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shell's working on the data, we can go and see the state of it for ourselves. To the station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kwana informed. Say hello to Kona for me. Plenty of time. Stars, they restored the service so quickly. The locomotive was nigh obliterated in its collision with the dome. Some minds at ease. I think I'll have this be the end of this stream. I don't know if I'll stream the rest or if I'll just play it on my own. It'll all depend on how I feel. But anyway, thank you for stopping by this stream. I hope you have a good rest of your time zone, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.